Okay guys, this video is about my most embarrassing story. So, if you don't want secondhand embarrassment, I would recommend to click off the video. Okay, so like normal, I walk to school. It's MCAS day. I was in 4th grade. I go inside of my school. I open the door, and now I'm in the hallway. My class is just down the thing, so whenever I arrive, I am really nervous, and when I'm nervous, I get to fart. And so that basically explains the title of today's video. In this story, I will be farting and sneezing at the same exact time, and everyone just stares at me. Yes, even my teacher stared at me. Okay, so now that you know the gist of the story, let me explain it detailed. So I wake up in the morning, I get out of my bed, and I eat some eggs with bread. It was really good. I remember it still, even though it was a long time ago. And I go to school. After I make it to school, as you remember me saying, when I'm really nervous, I start farting, like big farts. Like some farts that you would never even imagine. Like farts that would even make you faint. That's how bad my farts are whenever I'm nervous. And then it was MCAS day, so I was the most nervous ever. And then I remember during class, whenever MCAS was about to start, I had to poop, right? This is so weird to say, but I had to poop during the MCAS. And it was really awkward since my teacher didn't really let us use the bathroom because she thought we would cheat if we went to the bathroom during MCAS. I told her that I had to poop and everyone in the class started laughing, so she started to think that I was just joking around with her and threatened to send me to the principal's office if I made any more jokes like that. So I told her it wasn't a joke and that I actually had to go, but she said no and told me to just get ready for the test and like relax for a little bit before the test. Okay, so now I'm inside of class and I really have to like go poop super bad, so like I'm just letting out super tiny little farts. So I'm just letting out super tiny little farts, and they're like super tiny, no one can smell them and like hear them or anything, and like so like I refreshen myself, but then the test starts and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse, and I just have to keep farting and farting and farting and farting, and people were actually starting to smell it already. Someone even said, "Ew, who farted?" And then everyone started laughing, but he got sent to the principal's office because it was MCAS day. Wait, guys, before I continue the story, can you please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far? But if you're not, you can always leave a dislike. Okay, back to the story. Now it's the middle of MCAS and I'm doing the test. It was pretty easy, I remember, because I am pretty smart. I mean, I do have like all A's in all of my classes, so I think I'm pretty smart. So it was pretty easy for me back then. I'm in like 8th grade right now, so I'm smarter than before. But even if I'm like a little bit smarter now, I still remember it being very easy. Alright, but back to the story. Now it was time. I remember I was like letting out little farts, and then I remember looking behind me to see if the person behind me was feeling okay, but then he was like looking at me funny and then he thought I was the one farting, but he couldn't say anything because it was MCAS day. But then he just kept covering his nose and everyone was just staring at him, and they stared at me because he was staring at him. No, because he was staring at me, and it was like super awkward. But then I realized it was MCAS day, so I looked at my computer really fast just in case the teacher thought I was talking to him or something, so I wouldn't get like a big consequence. So what happened next was, like, I was like done farting, like not really done farting, but there was this big fart coming up, and like I was done with all the little farts, but now the big fart was coming up, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? So I thought of a great idea. I thought to cough and then cover my fart with the cough so no one could hear the fart, but it didn't end up going my way, and you'll see how. Alright, so the big fart was coming, and then I just like had to sneeze. Whenever I was about to cough and cover up my fart, a sneeze came out, and then I sneezed, and then the fart came after the sneeze, and then it was like the most awkward thing ever because like the fart was so loud. Like even the people outside came in because they thought like something was happening inside of the room, and they were like, what's happening here? And then everyone was just silent, and they were all just staring at me, and it was like super awkward. And like the person behind me, I turned around to look at him, and he was like so like unsatisfied. Like he was like moving away, and like it just made me even more mad because like why would he even do that? He's just making the situation worse. So then I turned around, and then the teacher told me to step out, and she's like, step out. And then whenever I step out, she gives me a talking to, and I got detention for farting. Yeah, you heard me right. I got detention for farting, and it wasn't even my fault. If she would have let me go to the bathroom in the first place, it wouldn't have happened. Alright, but guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe